Hello everybody, welcome to today's edition of the Maimonides Mitzvah Moment. We continue today to discuss the mitzvah of establishing the Jewish calendar. Now, in the Rambam's work of Jewish law, Mishnah Torah, he dedicates a vast amount of chapters to this mitzvah because it involves so much. There's the scriptural sources, the psukim, the verses in the Torah that tell us about this mitzvah. Then there is the story of how it evolved, the Jewish calendar. There's a lot of history there, and then very intricate calculations. So because in the work on Jewish law, there's so much about this, that's why we're in the Maimonides Mitzvah Moment, we're going to talk about this mitzvah for a couple of days. Now, what's the story? The mitzvah to establish the Jewish calendar is actually one of the first mitzvahs, or I should say the first mitzvah given to the Jewish people, which if you think about it kind of makes sense because so many of the mitzvahs are connected to Jewish holidays. Before, in order to have Jewish holidays, you need to have a Jewish calendar. So when the Jewish people are still in Egypt, Hashem calls Moshe Rabbeinu and he shows him a new moon, a moon that had just appeared, and Hashem says to Moshe, "This is what it looks like when there's a new moon, and this is when you know to establish a new month on the Jewish calendar. HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem. This is what it looks like whenever there's a new moon. That's how we establish the beginning of a new Jewish month." And the next mitzvah after that is he says, "Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to observe Pesach." Did you know, by the way, fun fact, that the first Pesach holiday was observed when the Jewish people were still in Egypt? So that's just an interesting fun fact. But in order to make that the mitzvah of Pesach possible, we first needed the mitzvah of the Jewish calendar. Now, real quickly, how does the Jewish calendar work? It's based on two things. It's based on the cycle of the moon. Every time the moon completes a new cycle around the earth, we get a new month. So, but it's also based on the sun, because while Hashem tells us that you got to establish the new month with the appearance of a new moon, Hashem also says that Pesach needs to be in the spring. So that's why once every couple of years we add an additional month. Right before Nisan, which is the month of Pesach, we add a second Adar to help us reconcile and make sure that Pesach always happens in the spring. And that's all I got to say right now. Have a good Shabbos and a happy Hanukkah.